goal for the game.
Stadium. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And he returns this to the 22. And the Denver offense ready to take over for the first time. Get a look at their 8th-year quarterback. His first season as a Bronco, though, Teddy Bridgewater.
A Pro Bowl quarterback early in his career in Minnesota before a horrific knee injury slowed down his progress. He's a more than capable quarterback and makes the most of his opportunities when he's a starter in the NFL.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone in feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Bridgewater. He completes this to Sutton.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That's caught over the middle by Fant. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And that's checked down to Gordon. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Bridgewater to throw it. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game. They must like the matchups they're getting.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. No return here for Richard, and that will bring the ball out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders getting ready to go to work for the first time, and they're led by their quarterback in his 8th season now in silver and black, Derek Carr.
And the rumors were pretty strong. The teams asked about him in the offseason. But for once, got a pretty firm not available from the Raiders. Now in his 8th season as a Raider, still yet to appear in a playoff game. But last year, really solid numbers again. A 3rd straight 4,000-yard campaign, 27 touchdowns, just 9 interceptions, and the highest analytical rating of his career. Derek Carr is one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 26. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Seventh play in the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Carr now to throw. Catch made. It's Moreau. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. On the return is Spencer. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, Gordon once more. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On third down, Bridgewater sets up the screen to Gordon. Gets around him. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he will have the Broncos first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. And a run like that shouldn't surprise anyone who's ever seen Javonte Williams play. Compact, strong, physical runner. He ran for 1,000 yards at North Carolina last year. In fact, it was over 1,100 and 19 touchdowns in addition. And that's despite sharing the backfield with another 1,000-yard rusher, Michael Carter, who was taken in the 4th round by the Jets. Najee Harris and Travis Etienne were taking over him. But many thought that Javonte Williams might be the best back in the draft.
On second down, it's Gordon, and he'll go down at the 28. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Bridgewater's throw taken in here by Patrick. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. He's made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Outright, this one goes to Patrick. But he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Well, they needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal for Bridgewater. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by McManus is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Jalen Richard now on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. should be the final play before the quarter ends. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 6-3 is our score after one. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and try to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Again, it's Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Carr going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. A 10-play drive that time, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. On the return is Spencer. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 57 yards on the ground for him so far. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He's brought down at the 31.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
No, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. There goes Melvin Gordon, the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Bobby Massey, the right tackle, called for the penalty there. Bridgewater. And his throw here is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
Early down steps will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Bridgewater. That's complete. Akuribuna. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Hunter Renfrow deep to return for the Raiders. Fielded at about the 28. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
49, guys.
Throwing to start the drive. Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Second down and 3. Throwing now is Carr. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw is Carr. And this one's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Denver has Deontay Spencer deep to return. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Bridgewater. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. It got his man complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Bridgewater now from the 50.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And a short gain here down to the 22. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Bridgewater. That's complete. It's Gordon. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Bridgewater. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Williams.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead.
So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it was the rookie Javonte Williams who finished it off with a touchdown run.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Here comes Richard on the return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Carr's throw complete here to Waller.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Carr completes it.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
At the 45-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs. One where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he's a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys are able to regain the lead.
So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Carlson now to add. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. On the return is Spencer.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Denver. And they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it? Or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, for the Raiders, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Here comes Richard on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And what can they do to better account for him? Because they haven't accounted for him well so far as we see here on your screen.
They may have to drop coverages they haven't run so far. They have to create something on the fly because he's beaten everything. And when you watch this game unfold, you keep thinking to yourself, is it 2 men, 3 men, maybe even a fourth guy may have to go and account for him. But right now, he's shredding the defense.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Second and 5.
Carr now to throw. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Now McManus for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Here comes Richard on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And now here come the Raiders. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing to start the drive. Carr.
Short throw, going to be caught by Waller.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
7 yards, the pickup there.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, him down.
To throw again on second down. Carr. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Now on 1st down. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Carr to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football.
And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr as they have taken the lead.
And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
On for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up at 6 points for the Raiders. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. On the return is Spencer. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Denver's offense ready to go again. first down throw for Bridgewater. This is Gordon on the dump off. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. This is Gordon. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater.
That's out to the flat for Gordon.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They run it here with Gordon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll hand it off now. Williams. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result, defensive tackle ended up making the play.
To throw is Bridgewater. To Gordon, out left. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, Gordon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
From the 17, Bridgewater. And he's got it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was the rookie Javonte Williams who finished it off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here comes Richard on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. Carr now on first down. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, Carr. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Again, it's Carr. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Broncos. Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
Melvin Gordon leading Denver's offense back out.
And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in a game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to. But as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Second down at 4.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And that's checked down to Gordon.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
We can talk all we want about football being a strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On second down, Gordon once more.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
121 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Bridgewater. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be a 2nd down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Throwing is Bridgewater. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Sutton reeling it in on the left side.
And the Broncos are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Here's Bridgewater. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins.
Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
On second down, Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
3rd and goal for Bridgewater. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Max Crosby drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 33. And McManus able to put it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25.
Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the 3rd quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the Surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
We'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Carr going to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender, but a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. That's complete. Okuegbunam. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Renfro to return. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Raiders offense ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Carr to throw. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling.
Now Carr again. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Do you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. The quick slant caught. Touchdown Raiders. Darren Waller, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. On the return is Spencer. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. This is Gordon as they go to him again. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it. That's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's caught over the middle by Fant. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in the end zone. From the 38, Bridgewater. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play there for Denver.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there? The leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of 1st. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
And decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. The kick by McManus is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Jalen Richard going to take it out of his end zone. No return here for Richard, and that will bring the ball out to the 25-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Well, they flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game.
2nd and 6.
Now Carr. A short one here, secured by the tight end, Waller.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. Carr now on 1st down. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Let's go. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Carr to throw again. A short one here, secured by the tight end, Waller. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a 1st and 10 at the... Carr now to throw. And it's caught. 7 yards, the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Darren Waller from 3 yards out. And the Raiders have moved on in front here in the 4th quarter. This has definitely been a back and forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it, we got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. A good drive that time as they get 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. On the return is Spencer. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Bridgewater. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Bridgewater to throw it. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. So now it's 4th and goal. 1 play for the win. Other than that, not a very exciting finish.
Just a walk in the park. Yeah, ho-hum. I know one thing, though. I'm making someone beat me other than their top receiver.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but then winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
To throw his car. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Carr to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.